guys. Welcome back to my third video. I'm on a roll. um, all right. This one is a tough one to talk about, and this is how having POTS has affected my relationship with my boyfriend, my mom, my father, my family, my friends. People ask me if things are different since I've been sick, if my friendships or relationships or whatever, if anything has changed. And the answer to that is abso-freaking-lutely, everything has changed. I was the type of person that I was the ballsiest mother effer walking, and I would be the person to get in my car and drive to Virginia alone on a whim, because I could and because I felt fine. But let me tell you, when you get sick with something, it knocks you down a couple of notches, and I have completely and utterly lost my balls. I know that's a kind of a crude way to say it, but that's the actuality, and that's the honesty, is that this has brought me down a few notches. I was the girl doing 90 on the Northern State. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. But I had absolutely no fear. I would be out until 4 in the morning seeing my boyfriend in Glen Cove and literally just living my life, no issues. And so when you go through an experience like this and you suddenly can't do the things that you want to do anymore, it's a life-changing and trying event. Something that has been the most difficult is my boyfriend lives in Philadelphia, and we have been in a long-distance relationship now for 5 years, and I have not been able to visit him. And God, it just sucks. I am now, because of my condition, I'm only comfortable driving locally on roads that I'm comfortable with and that I recognize, because there are times that I'm behind the wheel and I will lose my vision. And I feel it coming on, so I do get a warning that I will immediately pull over and just wait for it to pass, because it does pass. And then I'll continue on. But I will not go on the Northern State, the LIE, any expressway. And it's simply because I don't trust myself anymore. I am too symptomatic at times, and it comes on so suddenly that if it comes on when I'm behind the wheel, I can kill myself and everybody else on the road, and I'm not doing that. That's not a chance. So, I have not been able to drive to Philadelphia to see my boyfriend, and that has been extremely, extremely hard, because he has had to come to see me every weekend, and it's very unfair. It's very, very unfair, and I think to myself sometimes, should I just chance it and just go? But in my right mind, I can't, because I could be on the Belt Parkway, I could be on the Goethals Bridge, and it will hit me, and I can go off the side of the bridge. I can hit somebody, and I can't pull over, and I can't do that. And I know that a lot of people don't understand, why I won't do it, or why I won't take the risk. Is he not worth the risk? And my God, that is so not it. But I won't be with him if I'm not alive. I gotta be safe. I gotta make sure other people are safe. And I just don't trust myself. So, that is number one. The second thing about Philadelphia is that I could take the train. That is another thing that I get brought up to me a lot. Why don't you take the train? I do not take the train for a very simple reason, and it has to all do with POTS, and that is because Penn Station is absolutely massive with multiple levels, and I can't walk that far. That is the honest, cold-hearted truth. I can't walk that far. I love when people say to me, oh, just walk a little and take a break and sit. Walk a little, take a break and sit. Oh, I never thought of that one. Thank you. That's not it. You know, that's not how it works. If I did that, I would have to leave like 5 hours earlier before my scheduled train, because that's how long it would take me to get from point A to point B. And that's a lot on my body, and I just can't do that to myself. So I get a very, very, very bad rap from people regarding this situation, and the only thing that I can say is that if I were on the outside looking in, I were my boyfriend's friends or family, and I saw that he was consistently going somewhere and it was not reciprocated, I would also be like, what the hell are you doing with this girl? Get somebody else who's willing to come to you. And honestly, if I were watching this in somebody else and I was healthy, I might say the same thing. Like, what are you doing? But because I'm actually living the situation, I know that it's not that easy. That's not what it is. There's more to me than this. I'm not just an illness. I'm not just POTS. I'm not just that I can't walk far. There's so much more to me, and I wish that people would give me the chance to show them that I'm a good person. Like, there's things that I love to do. There's things I do every day. You know, I love to bake. I love to cook. I love to just, I'm a homebody, and that's just who I am through and through. And when my boyfriend's here, I turn into wife mode, and I'm making sure that he's fed and, you know, whatever he needs, and we have fun together and whatever it is. But I can see why people would look at the situation and say, well, you never go there. You know, it's not fair on him. And if you're watching this and you're in a similar situation, then you get what I'm saying. But I have been lucky enough to be with somebody who accepts me for who I am, loves me despite my sickness, helps me when I'm symptomatic, but also realizes that I am a person and that is just a very small, minute part of my life, and that there is so much more to me, and I'm a human. You know, I'm a human. And that's what I try and tell people when they, you know, turn on me over this. And I've had a lot of people turn on me because of my sickness, and I'll get to that. But I try to explain I'm a person, and if there is a reason why I can't do something, it is not targeted or directed at anybody. It's because of me. So that has definitely been challenging on my relationship. But again, I am the luckiest girl in the world to have the boyfriend that I do, because he is just the best person, and I just love him so much, and I really am very, 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 very lucky, and I will never take that for granted. As far as things go with friends, it has changed a lot of things, because I was the friend that you're bored at midnight, I'm getting in my car, let's go do something, or, you know, what do you feel like doing tonight, or, you know, I can make plans, you know what I mean? Like, I can make plans. I could say, you know, oh, 2 weeks from Thursday we're doing this, or 3 weeks from then we're doing that. And I really can't do that anymore. And I'm lucky that I have friends that understand and are willing to work with me and know my situation and are like, don't worry about it. We'll reschedule, or you know what, I'll just come to you and we'll hang out. And I am so grateful for my friends, because that it's not an easy feat to, first of all, watch your friends suffer from something. And it's also not easy to have plans change at the drop of a hat. And so I'm lucky in the sense that I have been surrounded by people who are understanding. As far as my family goes, I was definitely given a hard time until I got a diagnosis. Nobody really understood, and they knew I was suffering, but they didn't know what. And again, when you don't have a diagnosis, so they can't say, oh, she doesn't feel good because of this. It's just like, oh, she doesn't feel good again, I guess she's not coming. And I got a lot of that. But now that I have a diagnosis, things are very, very, very different in a positive way, and I'm very lucky that I'm surrounded by the people that I am, especially my mother, who is my rock. Ma, you're my homegirl. But so that's definitely how things have changed for me. You know, I miss a lot of events. I miss a lot of weddings. I miss parties, birthdays, graduations, you name it. And it has nothing to do with me not wanting to be there. And I hope that that resonates with every single person who's watching this video. If I know you personally and I have missed an event of yours, that it has nothing to do with me not wanting to be there. It has everything to do with the fact that if I am not physically there, there is a reason. And my reason is either I am blind that day. There are days where I lose my vision. Imagine being blackout, can't see. Would you be able to go to a wedding and dance? Or if I couldn't walk from here to the bathroom, how can I go to a graduation and sit there? These are things that people don't understand. Me missing events is not a choice that I want to make. I want to be on the dance floor with my boyfriend. I want to be sitting first row at your graduation. I want to be there at your dance recital cheering you on. But I also have to worry about me. I have to take care of me because I'm sick. And if I want to get better, I have to miss things in order to get myself there. And it is not me being selfish, and it is not me picking myself over somebody else. It's that I physically just can't. And there's nothing that I can do about it right now. I'm working on it. You know, this is my life. And I know that there's going to be somebody watching this who goes, yeah, I miss a lot of events too, or yeah, I lose my vision too. And that's why I'm making this, because if I can relate to somebody, then, you know I'm not alone. Bye, guys.